Welcome back to Artist on Record, your ultimate intimate conversation with your favorite artist. Today we are going to be releasing another clip with our conversation with Ronnie Younkins of KIX and Brian Forsythe. In the meantime, if you want to become a member, you can join that right now and see this episode unedited, uncut, or support us in Patreon. We're going to go back today, talk about KIX's first record, and also we have an exclusive interview on the last show. What songs are they playing? Who's going to be playing? You're not going to want to miss this one. Put your comments down below, give us a thumbs up, and make sure, of course, you subscribe. Now, everybody, put your hands together for Ronnie and Brian. It's a great album, the first one.
Yes, it is.
I had all those KIX records on vinyl. 1981, that album came out, huh?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys record it?
New York.
In New York.
Studios.
At Atlantic Studios, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Bring us back to Atlantic Studios. Here you guys are, Maryland kids, going into New York City, Atlantic, where the Rascals, all these legendary acts, right?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, really. We had the big room, too, to record. We all played together on, I think, all the tracks. And we did, you did all the fills. You played some of the fills. We did overdubs, like just some leads and fills, but not a lot. And Steve did the vocals, did scratch. We played, Jimmy was in the far corner. I think you were in between me and Jimmy. Donnie was across from me, keeping his eye on me. Yeah, so we played all those songs so many times. We just played them together because the room was big enough, and they had the Gojos and the baffling, and Steve was in the vocal booth. So that's how we made that record.
What great songs.
Mm-hmm.
Was Atomic Bombs the first track on that album?
Yeah.
Great songs.
Yep.
Are those songs still in the set list today? Those Atomic Bombs and The Itch?
We're going to open with Atomic Bombs at Merriweather.
Great one. Have you not played some of those songs in a while?
We occasionally bring back like Atomic Bombs. Like over the years, we play it, but we haven't played it now since Ronnie was in the band.
Really? So the upcoming show that you guys are doing, is it like a secret, or what's going, who's playing what and how many songs people are playing? Do you have it while you're working it out now?
Yeah, I'm doing 5 songs. I'm doing the first 2 and then the last 3 plus a medley. And I've been over at Bob Perry's warehouse, going over the songs with him and working out some bugs with my equipment. And Jimmy was there a couple of times, and it was heartwarming to see him.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. And we went. Jimmy and I went over the songs with Bob, and they got an in-ear mix for me because I never used in-ears with KIX band because I didn't sing. I didn't see why it was necessary, but I want to use them this time. I use them with the Vultures, but it's just to hear my vocals. So I got to sing most of the songs. But yeah, so it was. I was over at Bob Jesse. I've been over there like 5 times. I'm going over again tomorrow. Work with Brandon, the guitar tech, and yeah. So it's been really cool to see. I'm very grateful to have been asked to join the band for some songs, and I'm very excited about it. What can I say? I'm grateful.
I think it's incredible. I think it's great, and I'm kind of wish I could go see this show. Not that I could get in. I probably sold out, and nobody's gonna get me in. But I could roadie for somebody. But no, I honestly, all joking aside, man, Ronnie, Brian, you guys are the greatest. You're not only really nice guys and really good people, but as just the band, the whole thing, you brought a lot of joy, like to guys like me.
Yeah.
And influence. You influenced me in some crazy way.
That's a compliment. Thank you.
It's a true story. I remember when I first met you guys too, through Steven Adler, and Steven goes, "I'm gonna, get this guitar player, Ronnie." And then I'm like, "No." I go, "Oh my God," because you guys wore our Guns N' Roses for New York. Which
yeah.
I remember my buddy Danny Schuler from Biohazard, the drummer. When Guns N' Roses played the Ritz, he goes, we gotta go see this band. the KIX of California. And I go, I'll never forget this. I go, nobody's like KIX. Get the hell out of here. And he goes, no, you got to see this band. And that was when Guns played 2 nights at the Ritz back to back.
I was there one night.
Were you there?
Brian? I think we all were. Yeah, we were there.
You were there, huh?
It was the night Dave Mustaine jumped up on the stage, jumped up out of the crowd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, who's that guy? And then that's Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.
That's funny.
We were kids. They were kids.
They were kids, yeah.
Yeah.
And to this day, you know what? I know Guns N' Roses, and they're a great band. They got great songs.
Yes, they are.
Forever, you guys, will always be my Guns N' Roses for the East Coast all the time. You're just as big as that. So, is the show is sold out, right? This last KIX show, it has to be now. It's
if it's not, it's pretty close.
It's pretty close. Have you guys played this place? Were you playing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what the M3 festival every year.
Oh, is that where it's at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm out of touch with the clubs and everything, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we played there. The first time we played there was with the Tubes.
That's right. And Fee Waybill was worried about our back line because we had it was a Midnight Dynamite back line. And it was big. It was all V4 cabinets, Ampeg cabinets, but they were covered in metal mesh and painted red. Donnie wanted it to look like New York City trash cans, the mesh on the trash cans. So that's what our back line looked like. It intimidated Fee Waybill. I guess he thought we were going to be like Motorhead or something. I don't know.
So now, how long has it been since, Ronnie and Brian, how long has it been since you two guys have played together now?
November of 2020. I played the last show with KIX was in Frederick, Maryland. It's ironic. The last show that I played with KIX when Brian wasn't in the band, when Pat Dement was in the group in 1995, was in Frederick, Maryland. And that was when Donnie was in the band, and that's when we broke up. And then last show that I played with KIX and Brian, the Reformation, was in Frederick again. It's so weird. Anyway, it was 2020, November of 2020.
Wow, it's been that long, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a while. So Brian, how about you now? You get to go see Ronnie over there in the seat where the guy belongs, huh? Mm-hmm. Get to see your brother up there. Gotta give you a good feeling, huh? To do that.
Yeah,
to see that.
It's gonna be heartwarming. It's bittersweet, It's gonna be bittersweet. And then Bob's coming out to play, and then the last. I thought Bob was going to play on the first 2 songs with me, but he's not. He's coming out. Then he's coming out playing the rest of the set, and then we'll be playing together on the last 4 songs that I play. And I've been over guitar parts with Bob. Him and I get along really well, and he's a great guy and great guitar player, and he's a very interesting person. And he lets me blast in his warehouse. It is loud.
Is it?
I love it. Yes, like it is. It's louder than I can play in the band. Like I wouldn't play that loud because I need to hear drums while I have in-ears, but it's loud. These Marshalls, he's got tons of Marshalls. It's just like Marshall Fest.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. And what's your gear, Brian, that you're using out there?
Still Marshalls.
You're still using Marshalls. You don't ever use Fender Twins or anything like that on stage or anything?
Not with KIX.
Not with KIX.
I used to use the Basement Head, but it's not loud enough.
Those sound great.
They do.
They really do sound great.
Brian turned me on to that. The old Fender Basement Blackface. When the first time I played with Brian in the basement at his home, he had the Blackface Basement. And when he showed me how that thing sounded turned all the way out, I was like blown away. And I have 3 of them. all blackface, and I record solos with them. They killer, just crank them all the way up. I try to use them live, but I don't have quite enough headroom because I like to play a lot of rhythms, chunky low rhythms. I need a little more wattage. They fuzz out on me, but solos, oh man,
They sound good.
Can't beat it. Man,
Yeah.
so Brian turned me on to that.
One basement I had since junior high. I bought it at Chuck Levin's for $125. But that's what I recorded every Rhino Bucket record with. That's a Fender Bassman.
Those are good ones. One of the favorite things of KIX that Donnie's his Gibson bass, his Les Paul. That was one of my favorite. He was the only guy playing a Gibson Les Paul. But did he you told me he gutted it out, Ronnie, right? Did he?
Yes, he took out all the low impedance pickups and all the recording switching on it, and just put knobs on it and put DiMarzio pickups in it.
That thing was heavy, like a piano would.
Yeah, it had one DiMarzio, and then at the top it had a lipstick pickup.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I forgot about that. That's
really
smart. Yeah, that's
so. Cool. That was for his high end. Is that why he had that pickup there? Is that more for a high end, a punch?
I don't even know if he used it.
Wow, interesting. Interesting. So, have you guys hear anything from him about since this reunion? Has he written to anybody or nothing?
No, he just released a CD.
He did?
Or recording. I haven't heard it yet, but when I get a chance, I want to listen to it.
Is it out? What's that, Brian?
I listened to it.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it out that people could purchase it and all that?
Yeah, it's probably streaming. I don't know if it's a physical CD.
Oh yeah, see, I'm out of touch with all that stuff. Like I'm trying to find out once I get our.
Is he doing a band? Is he doing a band or is it under his just name?
Yeah, it's just a solo thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like to hear that. Great songwriter.
Yeah, it is. He is. I heard some really good songs on it. Different than KIX, of course.
Yeah, we're older now.
Yeah,
we're listening. We're not as rebellious as we were. And
no.
Cross my heart.
I mean, you got songs like The Itch, right? Yeah. Nobody's itching these days unless you got the shingles. That was Mr. Ronnie 1010 Younkins and Brian Damage Forsythe of KIX. Put your comments down below. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and also click on the box that pops up over here. And remember, who loves you, baby? We do. Until then, it's only rock and roll, and we like it.